Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Hey, it's Friday. We got another trading week down the hatch, okay? We survived. It actually wound up being a good week. If you're new to the page, my name is Larry Jones. This is Stock Up with Larry Jones, and we are the family. Come join the family by hitting that like, subscribe, and that notification bell, all right? You've been rolling with me for a while. Hit the notification bell. You know what? It's like that BG song. Staying alive, all right? So let's go right into it, all right? We had a great week actually this week. Let's look at how the indices closed the day. As we can see here, the Dow, S&P, and the NASDAQ all have performed well today. They all performed well today. Actually, they all performed well this entire week. And what did we do? We made a little money. So there's a lot of things that's going on right now. And there's some things we got to be careful of, all right? We got to be mindful of, right? So we're not going to fall into the trap of being over bearish or over bullish. So what are we going to do? We're going to continue to trade the market that we're in, regardless of what I think, regardless of what any of the other influencers, CNBC, Fox Business, Yahoo Finance, Bloomberg Report, Wall Street Journal, in spite of what everyone else thinks, including Stock Up with Larry Jones, I just think that right now the market has shown us that you simply have to take bite-sized pieces and trade the market that you're in. But now, there's a storm a brewing. And remember with the banking debacle, I said there was another shoe yet to fall. Well, that shoe is falling. It's been untied and it's falling. And it is First Republic again. It's not over. Now, here's one of the things that banking always does. They always wait till the weekend to either solve the banking problem, which is putting a Band-Aid on spending you and I's money, or they come up with a fix, right? But they never do it during the trading week. They always wait until the weekend to do it, right? And that's always suspect to me. And I don't know if the FDIC is going to take over First Republic, because it was halted 12 times in this trading season. And that's how bad it's been tanking. All right. So that you say, yeah, that's just a regional bank. Banks are like a house of cards stacked on one another, good people. Don't think it is just limited to regional banks or just First Republic. All right. Because we clearly see that was not the case, right? So we got Credit Suisse, right? It lost over $68 billion with a B, right? And then we got First Republic. Let's see. I got something I want you guys. You know what? Let's just listen to this first. And then I'm going to bring you some news on First Republic. We're going to take a look at how much money they lost.
Barron's Roundtable panelist and Barron's reporter Carlton English has been working the phones. What is the latest you can tell us?
Right now, how does First Republic even make it through the week? You're looking at what's going on. There's reports. Are they looking to sell bonds? And to what terms? To the banks that already rescued them? You're talking to regulators. There doesn't seem to be a coordinated effort to get this bank on the right track at this point.
And yet there was a coordinated effort in mid-March after Silicon Valley Bank collapsed and then Signature Bank collapsed. First Republic looked like it was obviously walking on stilts that were starting to splinter. So you had Jamie Dimon leading the crew, JP Morgan, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, some 11 banks getting together and trying to add or bolster this. And they put in $30 billion worth of deposits to First Republic. $30 billion. This company, the market cap at this moment is $1.3 billion. It's record low. Are they going to get together again and try and save First Republic, a $1 billion market cap bank?
I don't see how they can without terms being made ridiculously attractive for them to do so. Because remember, these banks also have a fiduciary responsibility to their shareholders. It's one thing to say, hey, we tried to do the right thing, step in, but you can't keep throwing good money after bad in this situation. So the only way that this could happen is if the government gives some sort of backstop to the banks that try to do the right thing, or if you have some sort of warrants that are offered, that kind of sweetheart deal that Warren Buffett got during the financial crisis with Bank of America. But that's dilutive to the existing First Republic shareholders. So, there are no good options here right now.
This stock is crashing. And I use that word very rarely, especially on a business network, because people get very upset and nervous, and understandably. But it was down dramatically yesterday. And then today, together, you're looking at a 50, 60% clip here. What is next? You said, can it last the week?
Yeah, because the thing that we know is the deposit outflows that we had in the first quarter, some 100 billion. And that's even when you factor in the 30 billion that went in. But I'm talking to people now that are saying that they're still pulling deposits from this bank. So
if you follow my page, you saw what I said that I would do. Remember, anything I say is not a suggestion for you to buy, hold, or sell. I would have did a call on it, meaning you bet that it was going up, leading up until they reported. And then I would have abandoned that and then did a put, betting that it would fall. And for those of you that did do that, you made a ton of money, right? But I would not be into this position to make money because it's cheap. Because if the FDIC takes over, there's no telling. You could be totally wiped. So I would not be in this play to make any money. I wouldn't be into a long-term play. This is just Larry. Now, if you say, hey, I think they're going to come back, then you do what's best for you. Remember, you must do your own due diligence, good people. So let's go here this is the MooMoo app. As you can see at the bottom, it says markets, and you will see where it says earnings there in the middle, right? So you have an earnings hub to the right. You can go there and you could clearly see the companies that have already reported. Amazon, Meta, Microsoft, these are the mega cap companies that represent a third of the S&P that have reported this week. You could go here. You can also see the latest. You can see revenue, net income. You have a lot of great information here on the MooMoo app. Now, I just went back. You see here, if you want to know what's coming up, just go earnings to the left here, and we could see what happened today. Exxon, you guys saw. I made a killing in a day. I'll share that with you again for those of you that didn't see my last video. And so we have a CVX, right, which is Chevron. And then Tuesday, look, we got Pfizer, we got BP, all right, and we got AMD. Those are some of the big ones. Starbucks. I believe that Starbucks could pull a rabbit out of the hat and be positive, okay? And then Wednesday, we got CVS, Qualcomm. I wanted to get to the biggie, Apple. So as you guys can see, Apple is reporting on Thursday, all right? So if you have the MooMoo app, download it. If you have the MooMoo app, use the tools that you have in your hand. It's just like with Moses with the rod. For those of you that watch the 10 Commandments, Moses, what's that in your hand? Use the tools that you have. And if you don't have MooMoo, make sure you download the second link below and deposit. According to your deposit, you can get up to 15 free stock. Now, let's keep it moving. So we've heard that First Republic lost over $100 billion with a B. We got Credit Suisse, another over 68 billion. So you're talking hundreds of billions of dollars. This is not good, right? We got the Fed. We got another interest rate hike that's going to come, and he could do two, right? Now, this is not just bad news. We also have ways that we could make money based on your research. Now, we have a lot of oil companies that are coming up that are soon to report. Let's look at a few. Okay. You guys see Exxon Mobil reported. You guys, I shared that with you guys on yesterday, how I played it. And to be honest with you, I had no idea it was going to do what it did in such a quick manner. Let me share it with you for those of you that didn't see. I did two different positions. One was for $117. One was for $118, right? And you can see ticker symbol XOM. I thought maybe I could make, maybe 10%. Well, as you can see, the 117, I made 25%, and the 118, I made 52%. And I did not expect it, to be honest with you. I didn't know that it was going to do that, because clearly your boy would have put more money in that. And this happened probably in about an hour. And so, as we could see, XOM, which is Exxon Mobil, is still going up. Now, they've had their earnings, still doing good. Chevron doing good. BP, which is going to report. Remember, we were in MooMoo and we saw where BP is soon to report. BP is up, right? That doesn't mean it's going to stay up. But now, remember, this earnings is from Q1 of this year. So you have to think, was gas going up during that period, right? Just like the banking. When did the collapse happen? And then when were the deposits fleeing? So you have to trade the market that you're in. But remember, earnings is from the previous quarter. And so were the oil companies profitable in Q1 of this year? Was oil going up in the first month of this year? Well, you guys go to the pumps, you see what's happening. So you have to go and see, not only was oil going up, but what was that company's ability to manage their money? What were their profits? Do you think they're going to lose profits? Do you think they're going to make profits? And that's how you do your due diligence. And get on the internet, Google, stop watching silly cat videos. Do your due diligence and make some good money. All right. But this banking situation, I believe that by Monday we'll have some news on what the feds are going to do, how they're going to spend our money to stabilize the banking industry. Just remember, if banking goes down, if small banks, regional banks, who mostly lend to small companies, who mostly employ us, or, over 50%, closer to 60% of the jobs that are created by small businesses. Where do small businesses get their money from? From small regional banks. That's where they get them from. I'm a witness, okay? And so it is a house of cards. So hopefully I shine a little light on something where you could look to make money. Hopefully none of you guys are in First Republic right now as it circles around the drain. Now, I'm saying this, they could have a bailout and they could be up by 200% they can be up by 300% by Wednesday. No one has a crystal ball. You have to do what's best for you. But that's a bet I'm personally not willing to take. All right, good people. Have a blessed weekend. We will see you Sunday. And remember, Sunday afternoon is when I do my inspirational. I'm never going to stop, okay? Because not only do we need to make money and build generational wealth, but we need to stay positive while we do it, okay? Just remember, 83% of the stuff you worry about never, ever happens. So that's why I always say, be kind, rewind, do it again. Don't worry, be happy, live, love, laugh, learn, and earn. And before I sign off, you guys make sure you guys know that this episode is sponsored by Stock Up U, Stock Up University. That's where you're going to learn more and earn more. Come join your boy. And one-time payment gives you lifetime access. And you're going to get taught lessons by all of these fine ladies and gentlemen. Stocks with Josh is going to teach you charting, and options and myself, basic fundamentals. You got stock curry, you got options training with Keenan Grace, you got dividend investing with Mommy Trader. So come join the family, learn more, earn more. We'll see you this weekend. Blessings.